remember when I was like not doing everything I wanted to do, I just took out pen and paper and I wrote down all my goals. What is it that I really want? What's important to me? What's not important to me? And that started to give me a little more clarity. Then I started to look at what I was doing every week. Like, I actually took a real look at my results, and I wasn't really happy with some of the stuff. So that's when it kind of led me to now starting to plan out my days down to, hopefully this is answering your question, down to the minutes. Like, I don't try to schedule just my hours. Like, I'm literally, there's calls overlapping calls, meetings overlapping meetings, and I find a couple of minutes, I call my mom real quick, even if it's for 2 minutes. After that, I'll send some emails like I've been talking about every minute. That's the kind of focus game I'm playing. But it all started with, okay, I need to be able to control my week for me to be able to be focused. Because if I don't do that, Monday will come and I won't be able to be focused because I don't have a system in place. So Sunday I'll plan out my whole week. Yeah. So I'll dive even deeper to that. So plan out the week. The night before, I always look at what I'm doing. And the night of, I just assess it one more time. And then as I'm going, I'm studying my schedule. But I have, like, let's say on Mondays I have about 12 calls I do, meetings, reoccurring. And unfortunately that doesn't give me time to work on projects and whatnot. So I'll just focus on 1 or 2 big projects for that day, and that's it. And then Tuesday, 1 or 2 big projects. But it allows me to do like 365 big projects a year. And I'm sure, as you know, if you could focus on one big thing for that day, you'll be able to get it done with quality, and speed. So that's another trick that I've used to really, because we all have limited focus throughout our day. It allows me to focus on the most important thing for my day and get it done better. Yeah.
It's huge.
A major goal that I've had is helping people to understand the value in mastering your emotions. Because people don't really realize, we're not taught this in high school or middle school or anything like that. And the issue is that emotional intelligence is simply your emotions control your actions, right? If you're feeling happy or you're feeling angry or you're feeling sad, you're going to act differently, right? I act differently from when I'm happy or when I'm mad. So basically what emotional intelligence is the skill set of being able to recognize the emotions that you're having as well as the emotions that other people are having around you, and then being able to take calculated actions to basically get the best result possible from that interaction. Biggest thing is, I think, people is the new currency, right? If you understand people, money is going to end up in your bank account. And so emotional intelligence is key in helping you to maximize your efficiency as a leader, being able to get guys to trust you and be able to follow every word or footstep that you tell them to follow in. If you say, hey, you got to do X, Y, Z to find success, if they trust you and if you have a connection with them, they're going to follow what you say, right? Which is going to help them to maximize their potential. Same thing with customers. If I'm knocking on a door, emotional intelligence is about understanding what is this customer feeling in the moment. You can tell by nonverbal cues, things like body language, facial expressions. If you can be able to read a customer within 3 to 5 seconds, you'll know which way you need to manage them.